So let's talk about the third episode of Muppets Now. After last episode, I was just sad, because the last episode, I don't think I fully conveyed in that video how much that episode just made me sad. I'm a fan of the Muppets, a huge fan. I've grown up with them, and just to see them become this sideline thing by Disney, they're promoting their Black is King movie, they're promoting all this different stuff instead of promoting, and they're not promoting this at all. And the show is just not that good, and it just looks like they didn't put much effort into it, to the writing and things like that. I mean, I know it's unscripted, but I don't know how much of that is true because some of it feels like it's unscripted and some of it doesn't, so I don't know. But it just felt sad to me, and I was like, the first episode, I was like, yeah, this is but I'm willing to give it a chance. I'll have to see a second episode. The second episode was like, it's just worse. And then, so this episode, whatever Muppet series they make, whatever Muppet movie series they make, whatever it is, I will see it to the end. Like, I will see it to the grave. I will go through the whole dang thing. So this episode I loved. Not loved. I really liked the gags in it. First off, we got the Swedish Chef bit. So this is a sketch comedy show, so I'm gonna go by sketch. If I miss any sketches, it's because they're not that memorable or interesting. Because I kind of do this unscripted, and so if I glance over any, that's why, because they're very memorable, and I have a pretty good memory, so I usually remember things, so it'd be very weird if I didn't. But so last week they had it wasn't Tyler Burnell, it was Danny Trejo, and they did a gag with Swedish Chef. And what bothered me about it is because the gags weren't settled around the celebrity, right? Muppet cameos usually have something to do with the celebrity. It's not like he's just kind of there. The worst ones are they're just kind of there. Danny Trejo didn't have any jokes made specifically about Danny Trejo or anything that some other actor could not have done better than him. It was a boring sketch. It was irritating, and I really hated it. But this one was a lot better. I laughed quite a bit at this one. And I mean, there were some still jokes. I was like, oh, Swedish Chef going, and the over the top reaction. The one, was she a turkey? That was really I don't like that. But for the most part, I enjoyed it. I didn't laugh out loud, but I chuckled a little bit. I was like, yeah, this is amusing. You get to the Muppet Lab segment, which that segment was really actually pretty funny. There were parts of it that weren't. See, all these sketches. The only problem I have with all these sketches is that they just go on too long. They just ruin the joke of it. Like this one, for example, and also but it still worked. It felt like they understand the point of the Muppets Lab segments. The last one, I believe they had one in the last episode. That one didn't work because it wasn't based around the point of the Muppet Lab segment. The point of it is that the Bunsen honeydew creates some crazy invention and that Beaker gets hurt. That's the whole point of the segment. It's kind of like Peaky and the Brain, right? Brain comes up with what are we gonna do tonight, Brain? The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Tried to take over the world. That's pretty simple. That sums up what the whole thing's about, right? It's kind of like that. And so it felt like they just didn't understand the point of it. This one felt like they understand the point of it. They made it work a lot better. The second, and then they had the lifestyle with Miss Piggy, and that segment, hasn't worked for me last couple episodes. It's been okay, but this one went, yes. We know what we're doing here, and we did that. And they made it work. It was funny. I mean, it wasn't the funniest segment. It was still the weakest segment. In all these episodes, her segment is the weakest segment, which I just find weird because she's one of the most popular Muppets. if not the second most popular Muppet. And so, well, yeah, she's the second most popular Muppet, I would say, but it feels really weird. And so, like, I was like, I don't know. And then this next sketch, the ending sketch, is Pepe's game show, which is in the last episode. I freaking hated that because it wasn't funny. It just goes on and on and on. This one, it went on a little too long with her reaching into, like, the one, what is it, Carl? Big Mean Carl, I think that's his name. Him reaching in, pulling out the telephone. And it's like, that went on a little too long. But everything before that was actually really funny and really well done. And I really liked that. And I thought that was great. Well, yeah, great. But I don't know. I'm trying not to use hyperbole because there is, like, a lot of flaws with these segments. But overall, it was a step in the right direction. I will say it's okay. The other episodes weren't this was okay. So we're getting up there. It might get better. And I'm hoping it does, because if they can stick the landing with the rest of the season, it will give me more hope for a second season if they get one, which, if you want my theory, they're not getting one. Because, quite frankly, they haven't promoted this at all, which means one thing. Either Disney probably doesn't have faith in this. Number two, people aren't aware of it, so nobody's going to be watching it. And if people aren't watching it, and it's not pushing subscribers, then exit. I mean, that's what they're probably going to do with this, and I'm okay with it, because you know what? This thing is not working. It's not. It's just clearly not working. And I want it to get better by the end of the season, but I mean, this is not like a Netflix show, right? You watch a Netflix show all the way through. This is a week-to-week show, so it's dropping week to week. And if people aren't watching week to week, because the first episode failed. It failed to grab a lot of people. A lot of people quit the show, which is unfortunate because, yeah, the first episode didn't work and wasn't very good. But, like, quitting it just seems wrong to me. Because, I don't know, but I quit. I'm going to quit. I quit the show too, so if I was like normal people. But I am such a big fan of stuff. And also, I don't know, I don't feel like with a season this short, it's fair to quit it after just one episode. You know, you got 6 episodes. You can't watch 6 22-minute episodes, really. The first episode doesn't grab you. Well, most first episodes suck. So for me, it's like, yeah, I'm going to keep going. But for other people, it's not like that. And I can't see this show lasting very long. If you want my opinion on what Disney should do after this series to breathe life into the Muppets brand, make a Star Wars Muppet parody movie. They sell figures at Disneyland and Disney World and things like that. And I believe they make like pins and stuff. And just, if you were to do that, but make it a movie, I'm just saying, that thing would blow up. The moment it's announced, it would blow up again, blow up on Twitter, the news, Instagram, Facebook, wherever. It would just blow up all over the internet. Everybody would be excited. And then as soon as that happens, people will be there. It'd make a lot of money. It'd be a big hit. And yeah, totally do it. That's what I would do.